Most cats bond with you. That's normal. That's expected. That's just what happens when you feed and love an animal for years. But imprinting is different. Imprinting isn't your cat liking you. It's your cat identifying you as something closer to their actual mother, the primary figure their entire sense of safety in the world is built around. It doesn't happen with every cat. It usually only happens when a kitten is separated from its mother too early, or when a cat bonds with a human during that narrow window before it fully understands the difference between a person and another cat. If your cat imprinted on you, you're probably already seeing the signs, you just didn't know what they meant. Here are 7 of them. Sign 1. They need you like you're their mother. Kneading is a behavior kittens do while nursing, pressing their paws against their mother to stimulate milk flow. Most cats grow out of needing to do it, but keep the habit in a softened, occasional form. A cat that imprinted on you often never lets that behavior fade. They need you the exact same way, often before sleep, often with that same unfocused, half-closed expression kittens get while nursing. To them, in that moment, you're not a human they live with. You're the figure their body still associates with the one source of total comfort it ever knew. Sign 2. They chirp or trill specifically at you. Regular meowing is something cats mostly reserve for humans in general. It's not really a cat-to-cat language. But chirping and trilling, that soft, almost bird-like sound, is different. That's the sound a mother cat makes to call her kittens to follow her. If your cat trills at you when you walk into a room, or chirps the second you stand up to leave, that's not a generic hello. That's the exact call an imprinted cat uses on the figure it considers its own mother, whether that figure has fur or not. Sign 3. They follow you from room to room, even when nothing's happening. Plenty of cats are curious enough to check out a new noise. But an imprinted cat does something different. They track you. Not because something interesting is happening, but simply because you left the room and they didn't decide to. This mirrors exactly how a kitten behaves with its mother in the first weeks of life, staying within a close radius because separation itself registers as a small threat, even when nothing is actually wrong. Most cats grow out of that constant shadowing as they mature into more independent adults. A cat that never grew out of that instinct toward you specifically is showing you where their sense of security actually lives, and it's usually not a coincidence which room they choose to nap in either. It tends to be whichever one keeps you in sight. Sign 4. They try to nurse on fabric or on you. This one surprises a lot of owners. Some imprinted cats will suckle on a blanket, a sleeve, or even a bit of skin, sometimes purring the entire time, sometimes with their eyes fully closed. This is a leftover nursing behavior, and it typically shows up in cats that were weaned too early or separated from their mother before that instinct got a chance to fully resolve. When a human becomes the substitute for that unfinished process, the behavior gets redirected onto whoever the cat imprinted on. It looks strange, but it's actually one of the clearest imprinting signs there is. 5. They groom you like you're one of their own. Grooming between cats is reserved almost entirely for close bonds, mothers and kittens, or littermates that grew up together. It's not something cats do out of politeness. It's something they do for family. If your cat licks your hand, your hair, or your face unprompted, especially in slow, repeated passes rather than one quick lick, that's your cat categorizing you the same way they'd categorize their own mother or sibling. You've been folded into their actual definition of family, not just their environment. Sign 6. They panic disproportionately when you leave. A cat that simply likes you might seem a little more relaxed when you're home. A cat that imprinted on you can have a genuinely different reaction to your absence, excessive vocalizing, refusing to eat, hovering by the door, or a level of distress that seems bigger than the situation calls for. This tracks directly with early attachment behavior in kittens, where separation from the mother triggers real physiological stress, not just mild annoyance. If your cat's response to you leaving looks more like separation anxiety than simple preference, that's a strong indicator of where you actually rank in their internal world. Sign 7. They seek you out the second something feels off. This is the clearest sign of all. Loud noise outside, a vet visit, a new object in the house, a stranger at the door. An imprinted cat's first move in almost any uncertain moment is to find you specifically, not just any safe corner of the house. That's not coincidence. In the wild, a distressed kitten runs toward its mother because that's the built-in response to uncertainty. An imprinted cat never replaced that response, it just redirected it. When your cat runs toward you the second something feels wrong, you're not their favorite person. You're their actual anchor. The reveal. Here's what makes imprinting rare. Most cats form strong, genuine bonds with their owners, and that bond is real and valuable on its own. But imprinting requires something more specific, a kitten's early development pointing at a human instead of a mother cat, usually because of an early separation or an unusually close bond during that critical window. If you're seeing several of these signs, your cat isn't just attached to you the way a normal, well-adjusted cat is attached to its owner. Somewhere in their early development, their brain filed you under mother, and that classification never fully updated, even as they grew into a full-sized adult cat with all the independence that's supposed to come with it. That's also why imprinted cats can seem like a strange mix of clingy and confident at the same time. They're not insecure animals. They simply never had to build the same self-reliant instincts other cats develop because they never needed to. You filled that role for them. So the next time your cat needs your lap and trills before curling up against you, understand what you're actually looking at. Not just a cat that likes you. A cat that, on some level, still thinks you're the one who raised them. How many of these 7 does your cat do? Tell me in the comments. I'm curious how common this actually is among you all. If you made it this far, you clearly understand that cats are more than just pets, they're mysteries wrapped in fur. Want more stories like this? Tap the video on your screen to keep exploring the secret world of cats. And don't forget to subscribe, because in every cat, there's a story waiting to be told.